Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Me and little Sullivan here today. There he is. Say hello, Sullivan. Who's that? So there's Sullivan. Yeah, so we're going to do a little closer look today at a 4K release that I've not long picked up, and it is Richard Attenborough's release of Gandhi, which I didn't even know got a release. It surpassed me because I've been looking for this for 4K for a long time, so it must have just jumped out. I know it was a part of one of these sort of Sony Columbia box sets, and I thought I'm not going to be buying a big box set for this film, but I adore this film. It was in one of my videos called my favorite top 10 movies that non-horror, and this was quite high. It's about number 5 or number 6. I love this film. Really cool. So let's not waste any more time. Let's have a deep down look at this box set of Gandhi. So here we are, guys. Here is the physical release of Gandhi by Richard Attenborough with our little Sullivan there. Yes, so this is a 4K mate. This is a 4K release of the movie, which I've been looking for a long time, and I didn't even know this had surpassed me. This is a limited edition. It's a steelbook edition. I believe this is the only way it's available, apart from in the box, is with this steelbook. So, no, move your little push. Move your little bum. Right, so let's have a little look at the release. We'll try and read you some of the back here. So this is Sir Ben Kingsley stars as Mahatma Gandhi in Lord Richard Attenborough's biography directory film of a man who rose from simple lawyer to worldwide symbol of peace and understanding. And this tells the story of Gandhi. The special features on the disc are an introduction and commentary by Richard Attenborough, Gandhi Legacy, a feature-length picture-in graphics track, whatever that is. I've never heard that before. So Ben Kingsley talks about Gandhi, vintage newsreel footage, In Search of Gandhi, reflection of Ben, so it's going to be looking at Ben Kingsley, Madeline Slade, an Englishwoman abroad, The Funeral, Looking Back, Shooting an Epic in India, Designing Gandhi, From the Director's Chair, The World of Mahatma Gandhi, and the Making of Gandhi photo montage. So this is a British and I think American and Indian sort of like combination of this film. It runs for, wait for it guys, has it got the run time? It's going to be long. Just if I remember right, it was in 2 parts at the cinema. It had a break in the middle. It was that long. Just trying to see if it tells me the length of the film on here. It doesn't appear to tell me on here, but if I remember right, it runs for 191 minutes. It's about 3 hours. There we go. Approximate running time is 191 minutes in colour. So it's about 3 hours 15. So when I saw this in the cinema, it took us over 2 viewings in a sense. Well, they showed like an hour and a half or 2 hours of the film, and then they had a break, an interval where you could go and get drinks and stuff like that for the last part. And I believe what they've done with this release, they have put the 4K over 2 discs, so the film has also been split into 2. If I think right, I could be wrong, but anyway, it comes in a wonderful steelbook, which we will try and look at if I can peel these stickers off without damaging the book. I'll probably fold this J card and put it inside. So there's a J card, beautiful. And the orange is significant. I believe in India it is a sign of peace, just like the lily. And here is Ben Kingsley's Mahatma Gandhi and his fellow sort of followers and members, and his wife and people that he's met along the way that supported him and things. And on the back is absolutely stunning. We have the lily on this orange background, and then we see some British soldiers there, sort of fighting. We've got these the peaceful sort of Indian people there, sort of all kneeling down praying, whilst we've got the British soldiers charging at them. Yeah, this is an important story. It is a true story of a lot to do with the British sort of empire around India, and sort of like yes, the dictatorship that was sort of going on. And when I watched it, I was quite a bit at the time quite ashamed to be British at this point of the career. But again, it's a lesson learned. The one thing about Britain that's different with other countries is I do believe a lot of the time Britain learns from its mistakes, unlike some big power countries that I could mention. England do learn by their mistakes and have always tried to remain at peace where possible. This is a 1980s film, I believe. 1980, let's turn it around. I think it says 1982. Could be wrong. 1982. Anyway, I don't believe there's going to be any booklets in here, which is a shame. So here we have the movie. We have feature disc 1. So this is the 4K disc of disc 1. So this is the first part of the film. We have feature disc part 2. So this is also 4K, and it is the second part of the movie. Because it's so long, it had to be split over 2 movies. Then in here we have the Blu-ray of the movie. Now this is the full film. They managed to fit the full film on one Blu-ray, which is probably going to be just a duplicate copy of the Blu-ray I already own. And we have a Blu-ray of special features. That's the Blu-ray of special features there. The nice picture in the inside there of Ben Kingsley's Mahatma Gandhi. I believe he won an Oscar for this. I believe he did, because when I watched it, I believed Ben Kingsley was Mahatma Gandhi. Look how he looks just like him. It was just an incredible performance. Incredible, amazing. So we put the disc back in there. The only thing I would say, it would have been nice to have had a booklet with there. Would have been nice, considering this again isn't the cheapest of films to pick up. It's about £30, but you have 4 discs. You have the 4K version of the film, and you also have the Blu-ray in this wonderful, wonderful slipcase, which is really, really cool. So we'll see if we're able to rejoin our lovely part to it. Have I managed to stick that down there? Yes, I have. And there we go. But like I said, I will probably take this off and fold it and put it on the inside. But there we go. There is a closer look at the 4K steelbook release of Richard Attenborough's Gandhi. So wow, I'm just, you've no idea how happy I am to have this in my collection. The film's incredible, guys. When it came out in the cinema, I went to see it on my own. I was just really getting into movies. I was working You know, yes, my love then was horror. I used to buy ex-rental horror films from Video Choices and Blockbusters and that in the 80s, and I was so into horror films. But I also appreciated good film, good cinema, because when I was really young, my love affair started with film with Laurel and Hardy and Harold Lloyd. And then I got on to things like Abbott and Costello and Bob Hope. But then I discovered horror movies, and then my love affair started with horror. But it doesn't stop me appreciating a film of incredible stature, be it Gandhi, be it Lawrence of Arabia. Whatever it is, these films are meant to be appreciated by everyone. If you're a film fan, it doesn't matter if your genre is horror. This film will touch you. It will touch your soul. It really will, because you'll think, what an incredible man this man was, and what his message was to the planet. And it's a shame no one's followed it to today. A wonderful, wonderful, genuine man of peace and love of this planet. Incredible, and I cannot wait to review this on my channel. So I will probably review it. I'll probably be over 2 parts, because the film's in 2 parts. I will probably review it over 2 parts, if that's okay from you. Massive shout out to my lad. Cheers, guys.